Salam and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English Basics for Beginners. If we look at the amazing human body, we'll find that indeed the human body is so complicated that it points to the existence of a supreme creator. That means there is an intelligent designer whom we call God Most Merciful or Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Yet evolutionists or neo-Darwinists want us to assume and to believe that the human body just made itself. I mean, the human body is made up of 80 to 100 trillion cells, and each biological cell is more complicated than a Rolls-Royce factory. We have the amazing mitochondria, which produces the ATP molecules. The mitochondria in our body is actually Duracell batteries. And how do we charge the Duracell batteries? We charge it through solar energy. Our skin is a large solar panel. When we stand in the sun, the skin absorbs the energy, and thereby our batteries in our body, the mitochondria, get charged. And this is how our body produces ATP molecules. And that is why when you go to the doctor and you complain, "Doctor, I'm feeling very tired, I'm lethargic, I got no energy, I don't know what's going on." And the doctor does a blood test and says, "Hey, your vitamin D3 is low. Here, take some 50,000 international units of vitamin D for a short while and spend some more time in the sun." And that is why when we go sun tanning or you play on the beach, you feel so nice, you feel lekker. Why? Because the endorphins are releasing and your body's batteries are being charged. Your Duracell batteries in your body are being charged by the sun. So we all got solar energy. We are all powered by the sun, right? So in addition to the mitochondria, the body, this biological cell has got histosomes, it's got lysosomes, it's got vacuoles, the Golgi apparatus, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the rough endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosomes, the messenger RNA, and then the amazing 46 chromosomes with 3 billion base pairs of DNA from the mother and another 3 billion from the father, all made up of just simple 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. And the human brain has got more than 100 billion brain cells, making up trillions and trillions of pathways and dendritic interconnections through neuroplasticity, where your brain is changing every single day. Yet those who don't believe in God, they simply say, "No, all of this just came by itself." How can we come to such conclusions? Let's start reading this. On the other hand, the skills of the body are very impressive. Each of the 5 senses is a miracle. Man gets to know the external world through these 5 senses and lead his life peacefully thanks to the wholeness of the senses. Details that we encounter as we survey the senses of sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste, and their flawless designs, are pieces of evidence. They are proof that prove the existence of a creator. Can we understand that? Each of this is evidence that prove the being of the creator. God Most Merciful exists without a shadow of a doubt. The miraculous structures of the human body are not limited to the 5 senses. Each of the organs facilitating our lives is a separate miracle. They all function just to meet our needs. Let's just imagine how hard life would be if we were created without hands. What would happen if we did not have legs? Or if our bodies were covered with thorns or scales or a hard outer layer instead of skin? What if you were covered like a tortoise? Can you imagine if your skin was like that of a tortoise? Can you just imagine? How would you function? Moreover, the existence of complex systems in the human body, such as breathing, respiration, feeding, reproductive and defense mechanisms, and the aesthetics and beauty of the human body are each separate wonders. As seen, there are many, many delicate balances in the human body. We also have the autonomic nervous system, where we don't even have control over many parts of our body. The perfect relation of the entirely interdependent systems to the other systems in the body enables a person to carry on these vital functions without any problem. Moreover, he does all these without spending any extra effort or facing any difficulties. Most of the time, the person does not even become aware of all that happens. Man is not aware of many things. For example, the time when digestion starts or ends in the stomach, the rhythm of his heart, and the blood's carrying exactly the required material to exactly the right places, and he's seeing and hearing and so on. I mean, last time, when did you eat food? When you eat your food, do you have a meeting? Do you have a board meeting with your body to say, okay, guys, let's just make sure the food goes down the throat. It must end up in the stomach, and let's make sure that the stomach starts releasing hydrochloric acid and starts releasing peptides and so on, so that we can start digesting the food. When last did you have a meeting? Then do you tell the food, okay, send the food to the duodenum and the jejunum, and then send it to the liver, and send what you don't need through the kidneys, and make sure it goes through the digestive system? We don't have meetings. The body does it automatically. When last did you have a meeting with your board of directors to say, hey guys, let's just make sure that our heart is beating? You don't. Your heart is beating continuously. You are breathing as you want to. Did you know that your eyes blink 20 to 30 times a minute, which is about 20 to 30,000 times a day? Yet we don't even think about it. The heart beats 100,000 times a day. We don't even think about it. You breathe about 15 or 20,000 breaths a day, and we don't even think about it. Someone is in charge. Someone has created this amazing body of yours. This body did not come by chance. That someone is God, most merciful, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So please don't delay. Get a copy of the Quran today, so that thereby you can figure out your purpose in life, the meaning of life, why you have been created, why there is suffering, why there is illness, why there is pain, why there is betrayal, what happens at the time of death, what happens after death, what is the day of judgment, and so on. All these answers, you will find it in the Quran. You won't find it in the media. The media's job is only there so that the ultra super rich want to control the world. They want to control your brain. Don't let them control your brain. Asablit man, sir. Throw that rubbish out of your brain. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah.